There's one question from Janav Mani's father, Ravi Mani. I will unmute him.
Yes, welcome.
नमस्ते जी, कैसे हैं आप?
बहुत अच्छा.
ठीक. I wanted to ask on behalf of Janav and maybe some of the other children. No, all of our children, when we go take them shopping or when we have to go out, every time they see something, they want a new toy, they want a new something, they want. But as much as I try to explain to him to be humble or to be the value of money, sometimes it's not easy for parents to exactly explain to them what's the best way. So I thought maybe if there's a way you can explain to have them be a little bit more humble, maybe not ask for something every single time they see it. We go to the stores out of necessity, but they see it as an opportunity to get something new. And I'll admit I'm weak sometimes and I give in to my children and I buy them something maybe I shouldn't, but how do I get it to prevent asking each time for something? What's the best way to explain to him? Thank you.
This is a very difficult situation for any young mother and young father. And I can also recall this phase of my life when my 3 children were growing up. Because a child is always inquisitive, wants to know more about new things. And in this today's world where we are bombarded with information explosion, so many new things we become aware of, and new things are being invented, and the marketing is so powerful. Those in marketing business, they say you should be able to sell a fish to an Eskimo who doesn't need it really. So, there are very difficult forces working, and finally it boils down to a young mother and father how to navigate through without harm. But I am sure our children are very balanced, and that is what the Sanskriti school is attempting to do. That the very first thing it comes in my mind is all our Sanskriti school children should have, and many of them have this maturity. They should never say that, what are we teaching them is you are master of your mind, you take the ownership of your mind. And that is a very great empowerment. If you are a owner of your mind, then you give command to your mind, and it is not that your mind takes you where it wants to take you, is it not? You want your mind to go where you want it to go. So if you are the owner of your mind, you are the master of all the things, the entire world, is it not? So when it comes to new things the children become aware of, the first thing they should have in their mind is, is it that without that thing they cannot be happy? Is it that the happiness is depending on that particular thing? If it is about food, I can understand. If you are hungry, there is something in your body system that makes you restless and you cannot be happy, and your parents know it. If the child tells parents, mother or father, look, I am very hungry, sure, they will give them. They will give food to them, is it not? Because without food, things cannot go, is it not? But when you become so dependent of something new, which is not quite an essential thing, but then I will tell the young children, be the powerful owner, master of your own mind, and you tell yourself, I can be happy even without that thing. It is not that my happiness is dependent upon that thing. And then you evaluate if that thing is really good for your life, is it not? How is it going to make your life different? Is it going to save your time? Is it going to make things convenient, which otherwise is very difficult? But at a young age, even things which are physically difficult can be enjoyed, is it not? Young children, even if they have to climb up the hill, they enjoy it, is it not? So even they have to carry some weight from place A to B, they do it, take it as fun, is it not? So even without those things, if they can make their life full of fun and happiness, that is much better. So they must ask themselves before asking their parents, look, I need that thing, I want to have that new thing. They should ask themselves that without that thing, can they not manage their life? Can it not mean that they are still happy? Or if they think they really need that thing, they should first discuss it with themselves, their own brother or sister, and at a level with their parents. And then, of course, parents also want their happiness. Parents also want to see them, progressing in all directions. So if this is a consensus, if everybody in the family feels that, yes, we need a new thing in the household, then I think that is a very wise choice. Otherwise, I am sure Sanskriti school children are more mature and they will not fall into easy, they know it. They are above everything else. If I am master of my own mind, I am master of everything in the world, is it not? So that is the power, that's the kind of empowerment we want to pass on to all our children. And I want to say them, I want to tell them that you make a very careful choice about new things and never become like, if I don't get that thing, I won't be happy. Don't come to such a point, because you are much more than any small material things around in this world. I hope I have taken the related issues when it comes to children asking for new things.